We'll open the turkey and we'll feed Moses and Keanu too. So I'll turn off my light and go ahead and move to the kitchen. Excuse me, Keanu. All right, let me turn the radio down. We have some Hawaii avocados. I think they're right. Hey,
Sweetie.
okay. Cats are warm. Huh. I'll go ahead and put the music back on, so if you guys want to do any song requests, you can do that with the Nightbot. Turn that back on. So, the next song up was George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone, requested by Big